Welcome back, my beautiful friends. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. Coming on in just a few minutes, we have a real treat in our influencer segment brought to you by Navi Travel. We're heading all the way to Vancouver, British Columbia to feature the amazing Desi G, a 14-year-old Greek-Canadian singer-songwriter with a passion for music and connecting with people. She began her music at the tender age of 6 years old, performing on stage. She released her first self-written album, Lucid Thoughts, back in 2021, and she's going to be releasing her second album in the spring of this year titled Reflections. Desi is going to be joining us with her manager, Stephen Rezza, who is a multi-platinum singer and producer himself. Today, they're here to chat music, what her career at 14 years old looks like, and plans for 2023. Welcoming now to the show is the beautiful Desi G, along with her manager, Stephen Rezza. Welcome to the show, my friends.
Hello, hello. It's good to be here. It's good to be back.
How you doing? It's nice to see you.
Thank you so much for coming back on. Desi, congrats on all of your success, and welcome back. This is your second appearance here on our platform.
Yes.
Stephen, nice to meet you.
I know, so nice to meet you too.
I know that Desi's very excited that you are part of her camp, because the first thing she said is, I'm excited to come back on your platform, Zen, but I definitely have to bring somebody that I want you to meet. So I'm very excited to chat.
Right. That's awesome.
So Desi, tell us about your upcoming album, Reflections. This is so exciting.
Yes. All right. Well, Reflections is something that I worked on all throughout May last year. It was something that we worked on during the summertime, and we just starting to get tracks in. It's sounding so good. I've already released 2 out of a few singles that I'm going to be releasing for Reflections. And with that, by the end of the month, my new single from Reflections is being released. It is called Afraid to Fall in Love, which you can go pre-save. The pre-save link is in all my socials. So if you want to go pre-save it and be one of the first to listen to it, go check it out. But yeah, Reflections.
So what was the inspiration behind it, and can we expect any major collaborations on the album?
So there are no major collaborations on this album, but Reflections is something that is sort of like a remake of Lucid Thoughts. It sort of ties into the storyline. So Lucid Thoughts is what I was feeling at that moment, and then Reflections is reflecting back on that previous album.
Awesome. I love the way that you're transitioning that. And you know what? There is a major collaboration. It's Stephen. Stephen is the major collaboration. Welcome to the show, my friend. Okay, tell me, what makes Desi unique, and what does managing her entail?
Oh gosh, there's so much that makes her unique. I would say the first thing is her commitment to her craft. She really is she is down to just work consistently into the business. She wants it. And there's so many artists who are talented, who are making music, but there aren't so many artists who have both of those things, who are consistently working hard at the craft consistently.
Thank you.
So she's constantly making these content marketing assets. She's constantly making music. And it's just something that I admired about her and her team. And I was just like, you know what, put me on board. Let's go. So I'm really excited to be on this team. And, her Reflections album, we're going to get the rest of the records mixed by a friend of mine, Seth Munson, who's also someone who's worked on some really big projects out in Colorado. So I'm going to fly out there in February, help finish the rest of the records. And I'm so excited to see where it goes.
Oh, I'm so excited that you have teamed up here, because, I'm very motherly over her. Being a mom and a fellow Greek Canadian, I was born in Montreal, Canada. I check in on her and I speak to her in Greek, and I only kind of speak. The well wishes come from the Greek mom's perspective, so it has to be in Greek. Yeah. And I'm always talking and asking her what she's doing, how her school is. But this is such an exciting time for her. Desi, talk to me about your style of music, and who are your inspirations?
Yes. Well, my style of music, as an artist, I'm always growing. I'm always open to trying new genres and trying new things with my voice and the production. as of right now, I'm definitely a pop artist. I focus on making pop, but definitely some of my newer songs are going to have a new flavor that I've never tried before. I won't share too much, but they're awesome.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So one more thing. This is very interesting, and I might sound a little bit, like I don't know about this trend or who these people are, but you joined Goat Fam LA, right? It's a squad.
Yes,
you're a squad.
yes,
you're a squad member of Goat Fam LA. Like I'm supposed to know what this is, but all right. So it's a teen squad featuring. I know Gavin Magnus, and I know he's a teen singer and a YouTuber because I have a 7-year-old daughter who actually follows this person. So
oh my God.
yeah, it's crazy. So talk to me about Goat Fam. What does joining mean, and how does this affect your career? And then Stephen, I'd like to hear your perspective too on Goat Fam.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So Goat Fam was definitely something that I never expected myself to join. You know, I've always been a Goat Fam fan. I've always, been supportive of Gavin and everything he's doing. He's doing so amazing. But yeah, we connected through Instagram, social media, and there were auditions being held, and they're like, "Hey, Des, you want to audition for Goat Fam? I think you'd be perfect fit." I was like, "Yeah, of course." So I auditioned, and everyone got in, and now I'm in Goat Fam. It's been such a moving opportunity.
I feel like you just told me you got on America's Got Talent or The Voice. Like, it's like a big, like, Stephen, fill me in here. Like, I'm a millennial mom. I don't know Goat Fam.
So I mean, it's pretty amazing because like Gavin and the team over there. I mean, like if in terms of like my experience with artist development, and I would say the Goat Fam is definitely next in line for being trailblazers for the next it thing on like YouTube and on other social platforms. So I think it's great that Desi gets to team up with such a cool squad of kids. Like I think it's really great. They're all super talented, and they're all they just are the next it thing. They're next in line for that. So I think it's awesome to see Desi team up with them because she's the next it thing as well. And
I love it. She is. Yeah. And so this is a big deal. So this is okay. So this is officially a big deal. Congratulations. Like, this is a major step. Okay. So Stephen, in your opinion, how important is social media for artists in today's music era, and how has it changed the industry from your perspective?
Crucial. It's absolutely crucial. Like, we saw two flips in the Music Academy, right? We saw, we saw the sales flip, and then we saw the streaming flip. Like, people were stealing music in the early 2010s, right? With Napster. And then after that, the apps stepped in and said, okay, this is streaming time. Now, us as artists, we can essentially be like YouTubers in the sense where we're getting streams. So now this has made independent artists a possibility. Like, before that, you think about the 70s, you think about the 80s, we had like the Beatles, and we had Kiss, where like the fans really wanted to track these people down and find out where they were going to be. So the artists did not need to be so close to the fan. They were almost kind of running from the fans, right? Where now, us as artists, we should be close to the fans. We should be communicating with the fans. We should be loving the fans the way that Desi does. Like, she's always so close with her fan base. She's always communicating with her fan base. And, that is vital for a artist nowadays. You have to be communicating.
It's extremely important to have an engagement with your fan base, and a high engagement for that aspect. And to say thank you, and to reply to your comments, and to not let them go to spam, because then people think you don't care, or you're just, a profile being controlled by somebody else. But when they know that you're there and you're behind them, and you feedback, they feel like they're speaking to a real person, and that's exactly the case. It's connectivity. All right, we have about a minute and a half. Very quickly, tell me about how you got to 2 million followers, and then I'd love it if you could sing for us.
Yes, of course. Wow, how did I get to 2 mil? I think having that strong foundation from the start really played an extreme role, and also building connections and communicating with my fan base and making those connections through social media is what truly brought me to where I am today. It's all about the connections, who you meet, and the way you treat your fan base. It's so crucial, so crucial. especially now day and age on social media. So
yeah, coming back to the importance of social media. So you're 14 years old and you're in school. What does your training look like, very quickly?
My training for my voice?
Yep.
Yes. For my voice, I do singing lessons every week. I try to always warm up my voice in the morning and always try to keep my voice healthy and fresh, because you never know what this industry is going to throw at you, whether performance, an interview, recording in the studio. So always keeping my voice healthy and fresh is the biggest thing for me.
Beautiful. I love it. What are you going to sing for us?
Today, I'm going to be singing my newest release called Self-Sabotage. It was released about 2 months ago. Yeah, it's one of the singles off of Reflections.
Okay, take it away.
I'm hard on me, perfectionistic tendencies, self-critical, intrusive thoughts are drowning me, telling myself I'm better off alone. Being closed off is all I've ever known, holding myself back from what I can achieve, secretly scared everyone is judging me. Why can't I let myself be happy? Self-sabotage is so demanding. Tell myself too much, so tired of getting stuck, pulling deeper and deeper into the ether, and now I can't get myself out. I think I've had enough, feeling so fed up. The more that I try, the more I realize that I can't hide from my self-sabotage.
Woo, that was amazing.
Yo, that was dope.
Fantastic. Desi, you are one talented individual. Let me tell you, you are going places,
Thank
kiddo.
you.
So we are out of time, but listen, that was so incredible. Thank you so much for gracing us with your lovely presence today, my darling. And Stephen, thank you for being such a great support system for her. I know that you are quite the expert in what you do, and she's in good hands. If not, you know the Greek moms are coming after you if she's not.
Of course.
All right, guys, you definitely have to check out the amazing Desi G. That was our influencer segment brought to you by Navi Travel. Do check her out at desig.music, or you can head directly to her website, desigmusic.com, and definitely check out Stephen Rezza on the gram at Stephen Rezza. That's with 2 Z's. Head to fc-ao.org for the official one-stop shop for individual and major label artists. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. We'll be right back after this.